So here's our example. Let's say that we know ray KN bisects angle JKL. So that's the given information. Let's say we also know that the measure of angle JKN is 5x minus 25, and the measure of angle NKL is 3x plus 5. We want to find the measure of angle JKN. Now, one thing I want you guys to start doing, if you haven't already done so, is anytime we have a problem like this, okay, I don't know what I just did here, it's crazy. Anytime we have a problem like this, I want you to put that information in the left-hand column of your Cornell notes. I want you to rewrite the problem exactly right next to the example in your left-hand column, okay? Because what that's going to do is you're going to be studying and you're going to be looking at this. You're not going to be looking at the work, and you're going to see this problem, and then on another piece of paper you're going to do the problem, and then you're going to be able to check it against the work that you have on the right, so you'll know if you're able to do it or not. All right, so anyway, here's our problem. That's all the information. The first thing, of course, that I want you to do is to draw a picture. Now, the very first line is where we're going to start. We know that ray KN bisects angle JKL. So this is where we have to start. We've got to start with angle JKL. So here I've got it right here. We've got angle JKL. Now, ray KN bisects it. So we need to put in ray KN. Now remember, I know that K is the vertex of the angle because it's the middle letter, right? Okay. And let's see, one thing I have to do here is label that. We got to put an N on there somewhere, so I'll try to write that in. It's going to be a little messy because I have to do this with the mouse. But you get the picture. Okay, so there's point N. Awesome. Okay. So, step 1, draw a picture. Check. Step 2, label the parts. What do we know? We know that the measure of angle JKN is 5x minus 25. So JKN is here. So I'm going to take my 5x minus 25 and I'm going to write that on the inside of the angle so I know exactly what's what. So angle JKN 5x minus 25. Angle NKL is 3x plus 5. So that goes there. There's one other thing, though, that I want you to label or draw in this picture, and that's the additional piece of information that we know. We know that KN bisects angle JKL, and that means it's created two congruent angles. So I'm going to put those congruent marks here in my picture. I know angle JKN is congruent to angle NKL. Awesome. So we've labeled the parts, we know it's congruent. Step 3 is going to be to set up our equation. Since those two angles are congruent, I know that JKN is congruent to angle NKL, so their measures are equal. Therefore, 5x minus 25 has to equal 3x plus 5. So there's my equation. Now I have to solve my equation. So we're going to subtract 3x from both sides. That's going to give me 2x minus 25 is equal to 5. Now I'm going to add 25 to both sides. And when I do that, we'll get 2x is equal to 30. And then we'll divide both sides by 2. So if we have 2 times x, we'll divide both sides by 2. So 2x divided by 2 equals 30 divided by 2. And so then we get x is equal to 15. And that's great. And you guys know what's coming next. We've done our work here. We solved for x. That's great. But step 4, let's answer the question. The question asks us to find the measure of angle JKN. So I need to take our value for x and plug it into the measure of angle JKN, which was 5x minus 25. So plug in 15 for x. 5 times 15 is 75. 75 minus 25 is 50. So the measure of angle JKN is equal to 50. And that's all we have for this lesson, and we'll apply some of this stuff when we get to class on Wednesday.